As with nearly all gaming creepypastas, the tale of the game Misfortune is centered around some odd, surreal Game Boy game that is drenched in mystery and delivers serious mental damage to those who dare to play it. The story is mostly told thanks to personal accounts of people who have actually experienced it, and those who have played through Misfortune.gb consider it to be one of the scariest games ever made. No physical copies or even ROMs of Misfortune exist, and the game is usually discovered by accident. It's been said the only real way to get the game working is by exploiting glitches and cheats in other Game Boy games. Apparently, when Misfortune is activated, it actually borrows data from the game it is located in, evident by the sprites reused in the graphics. According to players, it can be found in certain copies of the following Game Boy games: The Legend of Zelda, Link's Awakening, Pokemon Red, Spud's Adventure, Poochie Carrot, and Altier Marie. The story that describes Misfortune.gb also brings up the fact that any deliberate attempts to trigger the game in these titles have never worked. As for the game itself, the story centers around a small boy whom the player controls as they navigate through an empty Gothic building. After some exploring, the player encounters a strange being that appears to be a black moth-like creature with ant-like antennae, insect wings, sharp claws, and some odd-looking face. Many who have researched this game have said this creature is some sort of demon, supposedly a living representation of Beelzebub, Baphomet, and even the devil himself. The demon tells the boy, "I exist within the very fabric of reality. Do you want to challenge me?" The player is then given the option to accept the challenge or say no. It is unknown what happens should the player say no, but when the player selects yes, the demon responds with, "Then let's begin." Misfortune then becomes a puzzle game, with the boy having to overcome numerous obstacles in order to progress. The demon warns the boy at the beginning of the challenge with, "Choose wrong, and misfortune will befall your beloved ones. Are you ready to play?" The puzzles include answering riddles, finding keys, and most famously, being presented with 4 cabins to go into. Should the player ever make a mistake at any point during the challenge, the screen cuts to black and shows a more detailed image of the demon, with text below it that reads, "I am God here." It should also be noted that the text appears to be dripping with blood. Supposedly, the side effects of playing this game include severe depression, nausea, paranoia, insomnia, and more. It's been said that these effects start taking place the first time the game over screen is seen, supposedly caused by either the image itself, the music that plays in the background, or both. The music of the game consists of odd, off-key bleeps and bloops that doesn't contain too much rhyme or reason, but the game over track is significantly different and is very high in frequency and apparently causes nausea and other stomach problems. Rumors of Misfortune date back as early as the late 1990s, when some reported accounts of the negative side effects taking place directly after their failures in the game. Some just denounced it as a foolish hoax, no more, no less. One particular story describes a high school boy who had a friend who was very positive, funny, likable, and was practically a brother to him. Then the friend played Misfortune and entered into a state of depression where he would no longer talk to the boy and snapped whenever he asked him if something was bothering him. The boy's heart was broken when the friend parted ways with him, and shortly after this, his friend had committed suicide in an extremely graphic way. The death was ruled a suicide, but the friend remained skeptical as to what actually killed him. Was it really suicide? Was it murder? Was it straight up misfortune?